Welcome back to Speed Cafe's Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown. And today we're looking at number 33, the Fujitsu Racing Commodore Lee Holdsworth and David Besnard. Last year, Lee Holdsworth finished on the podium with Michael Caruso. This year they've split due to the endurance driver rule. Aaron, where are these guys going to end up?
Big shot, really big shot for this race. I don't think they're in that group of 4 or 5 that are being touted as the race favourites, but I think they're the next best out of everyone in this field. Holdsworth's fast, the team built a good car, they've got Walkinshaw engines, and David Besnard in the last couple of years with James Courtney and also with GRM, he and Greg Ritter could have won that race or finished on the podium last year. So I think he's been much maligned in the past, but he's in a good place now in terms of his world. He's an endurance driver and he fits in there really, really well.
The team's got a lot of discipline in it and they know what they've got to do. They're well focused and well run under Gary. Lee, we don't have to question his ability to run at the front, and I think David's been around now long enough to back him up. And it's a real unknown, but you normally wouldn't put them on in the same money as 4 or 5 ahead of them. They're just in that second bunch, but by gee, they could still upset and make our words quite wrong.
They don't have the profile, the Gary Rogers Motorsport boys. Do they deserve a bit more?
Well, I think they deliberately run unprofile, like lower profile, because they're a bit of a humble team. They're not a Hollywood team as such, and they do a fantastic job. I think they punch always above their weight. It's still a small team, and so on, and they, you know, to be competitive when you're still a small team is a huge reward. I mean, it's a hard thing to do.
I'll make a call with these guys. I reckon Lee will put this team on the front row of the grid at Bathurst for the first time. They've won the race before 10 years ago, but they've never qualified in the front row, I reckon, this year.
Well, Lee's more than capable of doing that, and as I say, the team will back him up, and they've only got to have the slightest bit of luck or change go their way, and they could be there, but normally I wouldn't put them in the first 4 or 5, but by gee, I'd put them in that next bunch right there, nipping on the heels.
That's the number 33, Fujitsu Racing Commodore. You're on the Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown.